What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm making this video today solely because I wanted to give you the response that Brian Flores gave to reporters when he was asked about continued protests in the NFL by players over police brutality and, you know, kneeling and stuff like that, and what he thinks. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to let you know right now the basis of what I think, and then I will give you full comments after I give you his full statement. But to start with, I mean, if I'm being honest, it's a absolutely trash answer. It's not a good answer at all. So let's see what he actually had to say. First, the question was, clearly your players have a tremendous platform on which to express themselves on the subject. How might you encourage them to take advantage of that, and will that include potentially kneeling again during the national anthem this coming season? Let's also note, though, that they have at least one player in Albert Wilson who has been continuing to do that and likely will continue to do that. So that's a thing. Anyway, so obviously the question is how would you encourage them? But it's obviously, about just his thoughts on the protests and so on and so forth, and whether he thinks it's cool, it's good, would it be allowed, etc. So here's his answer. I understand that question. I appreciate it. But like I said earlier, I think to me, the conversation, the focus, the spotlight needs to be on George Floyd. Justice for George Floyd. Obviously, condolences for his family. I think we're in a situation here where I've had this conversation numerous times over the last couple of days. We're in agreement. Well, first of all, who's in agreement? I don't know who you're talking about, but okay. It's not often that everyone is in agreement on a topic. I think everything, what happened to George Floyd was a tragedy. Yes, it was. It was disturbing. I think as a country, we're in agreement. Who? No, first of all, anyway, let me wait to my comments though. As a world, I think we're in agreement that what happened to him wasn't right. It doesn't matter race or religion. I think everyone was just disturbed by what they saw. I think to me, the focus needs to stay on that. The focus needs to stay on justice for George Floyd and his family, and really making the necessary changes so that that doesn't happen again. So that's all I want to talk about, to be quite honest. First of all, okay, total trash statement. Absolutely fucking trash statement. He clearly didn't even want to talk about it and says at the end. So that's trash to begin with. Secondly, who's in agreement? We're all in agreement? No, I'm not in agreement. This is not even close to being solved. I am in no way close to being in agreement with you, Brian Flores, nor all the other people that are continuing to protest across the country. So you're just flat out wrong about that. We're not all in agreement. Additionally, focus on George Floyd. What do you mean? So you want to... the political structure that we have right now upgraded the charges for Chauvin from third-degree murder to second-degree, and is now charging the other 3 cops. But that's not even close to fucking justice even for George Floyd. That still needs to go a lot farther, okay? And so, but focus on George Floyd. What about Ahmaud Arbery or Breonna Taylor or the thousands of other people that get black people that get murdered in the fucking streets all the fucking time, including at least a couple during these protests? So what the fuck do you mean just focus on George Floyd? No. That just sounds to me like you just want to fucking put it out of your fucking mind and don't actually fucking bother with it. No, it's a trash fucking statement, dude. Total fucking trash statement. And he's garbage. He's absolutely garbage. He's just... because what are the people in power doing about it? Absolutely fucking nothing. The people who have actual control over these things are doing nothing. And the one instance in which he had, and he's in a position of power, okay? Not the same as like politicians, but the politicians certainly aren't doing shit. But he follows the directive of a racist owner, you know? So like, I mean, it's just fucking trash, dude. He's nothing more than a fucking sellout. He's a piece of shit, and his words don't mean fucking anything to me. It's about his actions, or no, I'm sorry. The words do mean something to me, but they mean, to me, when I hear this, it's just a way of saying, oh, you know, we're pretty much done with it now. You know, those cops are getting charged, and we're all in agreement. It doesn't matter that the people are still protesting and shit, but we're all in agreement. Let's just forget about it and move on. No, we're not going to forget about it and move on. I mean, it's trash. Anyway, that's what I got to say. I just wanted to give you guys that. You guys can make your minds up for yourselves. I mean, anyway, because again, to me, actions are far more important. The one instance in which he had direct control over a situation, he made the absolutely wrong choice and decided to side with the racist white male billionaire owner of the team, as opposed to the player of color that he ended up essentially firing. Yes, he got a fucking, another job and obviously was traded to the fucking Texans, so he didn't technically get fired. But he got fired from the Dolphins. They got rid of him because, I mean, they're just... Anyway, y'all, like I said, y'all can make up your fucking minds for yourselves. I think he's a piece of shit. I think he's a sellout that only cares about his position of power and the money that comes along with it. So he can go fuck himself, and that's what I got to say. Anyway, I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. And of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.